Welcome or welcome back to It Is Not Too Late. Today I want to do a debt confession update. Can't find my tracker, so I'm just going to do it on paper. This is going to include the numbers for my balance transfer, but not the HELOC, and I have not made the extra payments to the credit cards, but the things I was waiting for kind of cycled through. So July 2024. So I'm gonna do it by due date. Well, maybe not. I'm gonna do it. I'll do it by typical snowball method. So we'll start with Home Depot. This number here on the left is just the due date for my recollection. So this has already processed for the month, so it is 401.78 balance. And then next is, and this is a zero interest, by the way. Okay. My cap 2 is next. This is the one that I transferred over to my Discover, most of it over to my Discover. This is the card my husband uses. And it is a little bit, so of course they transferred it the day after the interest went through, so it had the interest added on. You know, it is what it is. I knew that was a possibility. Also, my husband had to get a part for our HVAC, and so that is on there. Okay, next is Bank of America, and this is $698.46. Cap 2 is the 7th. Bank of America is the 17th. Let's see. So next is Amazon. And this is $28.63.83. The due date is on the 17th. I have gone and made this payment with my check from yesterday. It has not processed yet, but I would imagine most of that is going to go to interest, so we'll just leave it there and it'll be okay. Alright, next is Discover, and this is 5282.44. So this is the transfer from Capital 2, and the fee, this is due on the 2nd. And this is zero interest for 18 months. So my plan, you know, is to have that paid off with zero interest. Alright. And last is my Capital 1. So this is 6594.51. So let me just add this up. For 178. I am really looking forward to these Discover payments coming off being 0 interest, it's really going to drop that down quickly. So I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so the total is $16,467.40. And then just to make a note of it, I do have a mortgage that is $153,618.31. Whoops. Okay. So the grand total is $170,085.71. Okay. So my plan here, I have money in savings. I just did a savings challenge. I've got another $100 to go and move over. So those are going to go to my Capital 2, just because that has high interest rate. The Home Depot is 0 interest till December. That will be paid off. So I want to work on these interest ones, get that going. So the extra funds that I have, you know, I'm going to start with the Capital 2 and then the Bank of America. I am still working on the HELOC. So that is going to, you know, when that comes in, that's going to end up somewhere here in the middle between, you know, the highest credit card and the mortgage. Depending on that amount, I might be able to roll over some of these higher cards. But we'll just see. I can also go and take some money from savings and move that to some of these cards. So I want to see about doing that. Right now, for these items, these 6 cards here, I schedule $825. And that is a bit higher than minimum on everything. I try to round everything up. I want to get the Home Depot card paid, of course, so I'm doing $100 starting this month. The Capital 2, I believe I have it at 50. Yeah. I have this at 50 because I had a feeling there was going to be a balance there. The Bank of America is 25, and that is the minimum, so I guess I do pay the minimum on something. The Amazon is 150. That, you know, it's close to the minimum payment, but I do round up a little bit. The Discover, let me grab this really quick here. So right now, $193.47 a month. We'll pay it off in 18 months. So I did round that up to 300. And as soon as some of these other things are taken care of, you know, I can put more money on that. I want to take care of the interest. It's really, it's really hard when all that money's going to interest, and I know they're my bills, so I only have myself to blame. And then Capital One, I do 200. So 5, 650, 7, 8 and a quarter. So this is without any extra. If I get my regular checks, which this month I did not, because I had, you know, over 2 days so far missing for the holiday. But for my normal checks, I should have around $300 more that I can go and apply to some of these bills. And then, like I said, we do have that HELOC coming, so that money may need to go to that HELOC as well. And we're just going to have to buckle down. We also have our third job that is hopefully starting pretty soon, and that will provide a significant amount of funds that can be applied to this debt, and just paying everything off as quickly as we possibly can, focusing on those interest payments, and getting that knocked down to, you know, where we don't have any debt, because that's where I need to, you know, $825 a month would make a huge difference in, you know, what we can have just in our regular daily spending every month. I need to start reapplying that money, so we need to get this debt taken care of. So that is the total. Let me slide it up again. Right now, so far, everything very doable. We're going to keep attacking it. I am going to do the best that I can to bring in as much extra money as I can to save what I can out of our spending. Gas is down for the moment. I drove by the gas station I think 3 times last week, and gas prices changed 3 times last week. Twice higher, once lower. It's, you know, and that's where most of our spending goes. We spend very, very little on actual food. We are living the bare bones budget. So we'll just keep attacking it and, you know, do the very best that we can. I thank everyone for, you know, your thoughts and your comments, and I'll continue, you know, doing the best that I can here, and we're going to get through this and get to a more positive financial place. It takes time, it takes consistency. Keep on keeping on. So that is what we are doing. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk with you soon.